Cam is graduating with a degree in sports management and has accepted a job offer at West Coast Distribution after graduation. Thank you and congratulations, Cam. Once again, Cameron Campbell. For tonight's ceremonial puck drop, please welcome to the ice a very special guest. It's Santa Claus!
Hello and welcome to tonight's presentation of UGA Ice Dawgs Hockey. Today the Dogs take on the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers as they look to extend their current win streak to 10 games. It's a very special night tonight as it's senior night, and the Dogs are celebrating two very special seniors on this team. Goaltender Owen Spreadbury and captain, longtime player and defenseman Cameron Campbell. Cameron is planning to move to Philadelphia after he graduates to work as a project manager for an electrical distributor. And he plans to continue to officiate pro hockey and enjoy some much needed off time upon graduation. Owen accepted a job at Brower & Co. to audit movie productions and plans to stay in Athens until at least the summer. So we thank them for their continued dedication to the Ice Dawgs as they play in their final game today. We are go here from Athens. After the first face-off, that puck goes down into the coastal zone. A big hit here in the corner as Campbell is hard on the forecheck. Out of the coastal zone, it's Walsh, but it's quickly taken away by Poole, and Strauss fires it back in behind the coastal net. Puck rimmed around the boards here. Krupa first man to it for Coastal. Into the opposite corner, fired out, but Strauss able to keep it in on the half wall. Strauss walking in, good shot there, turned away, rebound, save on the shot from McDonald. Poole with a good pinch there to keep the puck in at the half wall. He lays it down behind the net as the Dogs get a change. Here's Walsh able to float it out to center. This one will go all the way down. Here's O'Brien for Coastal. Shot from the outside, turned away by Newbold. Puck goes out in front, but Bardo's there to pick it up. And he'll look up ice from the Georgia zone. Bardo down the left wing side. He takes a check there from Barnes. Gutman able to pick up the loose puck, though, and he'll chop it back down into the coastal zone. The last time these two teams met, the Dogs were on the road in Charleston, where they beat the Chanticleers 6-2. It was a bit of a physical game. It kind of got a little chippy towards the end, so we'll look to monitor that. Maybe we'll see some tempers flare tonight as that puck goes back into the Georgia zone. Hagen with it, passes across for Martin. Outlet pass intended for Bardo, taken away there by Neron, and he'll fire it back down on Newbold. Easily sticks that one aside. Martin looking up ice. Forced to cut back after the pressure from Shefflin. Hagen outlet pass. Martin takes it now. Shoots it off the stick of Bardo, but this one will go up into the coastal bench for a whistle.
Yeah, so far keeping an eye on, like you said, Torrin. Got a little chippy, a little physical their last matchup. Teams still feeling each other out here. A couple shots apiece. No real threat so far.
Face-off won by the Dogs in front of the Georgia bench. As Conway takes it down the left wing side, he takes a check there from Pierce Ryan. In behind the net, Tantlev. Backed up, but Martin able to keep it in on the half wall. Tries to go D-to-D, but he loses the puck. We got a penalty coming up here on the Dogs as here's a half break. Walking in, good save by Newbold. as Schwartz goes down hard behind the net. So a good scoring chance for the Chanticleers early, and they'll go right back onto the power play after that chance.
That was such a good save by Newbold there. Great early test, early in the game, making sure that he's on his toes, he's on his game. That was a good sign to see from your goalie making a save right there so early in the game.
So a good stop there, but Martin heads to the box for the Dogs for 2 minutes. It's going to be a tripping call. So an early test here for the Georgia power play as they lose this face-off in their own zone. Shot from the point, Krupa was blocked by Conway, and he'll float it down the ice. Krupa, one of the 2 goal scorers for Coastal in their last game. Both goals came quickly off the face-off for Coastal, so they'll be looking to utilize that quick shot off the face-off, especially on this power play here. Krupa moves the puck up ice. O'Brien, but it's taken away from him by Conway. Good penalty killing here from the Dogs. 30 seconds gone already. Smith behind the net, moves it up to O'Brien. O'Brien walking the line now, cutting down the right wing side, drops it off, but no one was there. Conway able to take it away, and he'll skate it out to center himself, down the left wing side into the Coastal zone. Tries to put one on net, but it goes in behind the goal, and Mazzaros will play it back out to center. Puma and Burnett killing a few extra seconds off as it goes back into the Coastal zone now. Here's Shefflin. Far side pass for O'Brien. He's forced to turn back. Shefflin gets it right back inside his own zone. Drops it off for Walsh. To center for O'Brien, over to Lalick. He's forced to the outside. Rims it in behind the net. Puma chasing. O'Brien is there. O'Brien digging one out on the half wall. Good physical play here as Spicer's up on him. Shot from the point, pass down to O'Brien into the slot, but a good stick there off of Bardo. Another chance. Lalick with a shot, tipped in the high slot. Rebound. Bouncing around, still loose in front. Another shot. Puck is still loose in the high slot. He scores! Referee signaling no goal.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what the call is. He's pointing to his elbow. Is there a penalty on? Yeah, penalty on Coastal, looks like. He's going to wave off the goal.
So a lucky break there for the Dogs as Justin Lalick heads to the box. The call, 2 minutes for elbowing. So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey here for about 20 seconds until the penalty of Martin expires and the Dogs will go on the power play. Bit of a scramble in front of the net there as Coastal got a few good shots right in close.
Yeah, and that was a real good penalty kill. Up to that point, there was like no zone pressure whatsoever for Coastal. So 20 seconds 4-on-4, like you said, Torn, and then UGA gets on the power play.
Face-off win here by Conway. Poole with it. Over to Hagen. Return pass to Poole. He takes a shot, but a good block there. Conway with a shot from the low slot, but it goes wide. Puck taken here by Tantlev. He turns back away from Mazzaros. 4 seconds left on the penalty to Martin. Puck curled back behind the net, so the Dogs will be on the power play now as Martin leaves the box. That one just made it out to center, though, as Poole plays it off to his partner, Hagen. Back to Poole. Up top, Bigda. He takes a shot, but it's blocked. Rebound goes into the corner. Conway circles it back. Up top is Poole now. Walking down the boards, plays it back for Hagen on the point. Back to Poole. He walks in, shot, glove save there. Rebound, another save by Amarelli. Bigda plays it up top. Hagen tees one off, tipped in front just high of the net. Mazzaros in behind the goal. Looks up top for Poole. Back down into the corner for Mazzaros. Hagen on the point. He takes a shot, but it's blocked by Krupa. Bigda in the corner. Centering pass. Another good save there by Amarelli, and this one will finally be cleared. So Coastal with a much-needed change here on the penalty kill. Only able to get 2 guys off, though. Conway at the point. Plays it over to Poole. Poole with a shot from up top, but a good save. Amarelli rebound. Bigda. Another save by Amarelli, and the net is off.
Yeah, and Georgia is showing why 4 of their 6 goals scored in their last matchup were on the power play. This is great zone pressure, great passing here by the Bulldogs, and it's something they practice. Every single practice they have a session where it's power play PK, and it's paying off for them right now.
Of course, the Dogs excellent on the power play in their last game. They'll look to continue some of that success in this one, as the second unit takes the ice now. Face-off won by the Chanticleers, but quickly regained by the Dogs. Eberle on the half wall, plays it up top for Burnett. Down low, Gutman on the other side. He takes a shot from the outside, but it looked like it was blocked in front. Santa Maria on the half wall. Back up top to Burnett. Over to Gutman again. Return to Burnett. Playing catch with a Gutman with a shot from the outside, blocked right in front, and this one will leave the zone. 5 seconds left on the penalty to Lalick. So we are back at even strength now as the penalty expires. Burnett skating up ice, passes it off for Puma. But a turnover at the blue line. This one will go right back into the zone as Kilduff shoots it into the corner. Burnett off the glass and out. It's gloved down at the blue line, but taken quickly away by Santa Maria. Santa Maria into the slot now. Nice move to the outside, cutting to the net. Good shot, another save by Amarelli, and he picks up the rebound.
Yeah, that was a great save there by Amarelli. Santa Maria just walking around the Chanticleers defense there for a good shot on net. Right now, I feel like the chances are favoring Georgia.
Definitely the Dogs with a lot of possession after that goal was called back. So a big momentum shift there for Georgia as a face-off win in the offensive zone. Puma's shot was blocked from the point. And Coastal will get it out to center, but quickly taken away by Bardo. And it's shot right back into the zone, Puma. Kilduff hounded by Maurer. He takes it away. Maurer into the corner now. Stops up, but it's poked away from him by Lalick. O'Brien will skate it out. O'Brien down the left wing side now, trying to cut to the center, but it was taken away by Burnett. A good defensive stick there. Maurer at center ice digging for it. And the puck is shot shallow into the Georgia zone. Kept in at the blue line, though. Good play there by Walsh as he lays a hit on Spicer. Maurer sidesteps a check and plays it deep into the corner of the Coastal zone, so the Dogs will get a change here. Shot off the glass, but not out as Crawford keeps it in. Back into the corner, Lalick fires it out. It went off a body, Punzenberger there. Still digging for it. La Rochelle not able to get it out. A shot from the point, Poole is turned away by Amarelli. Strauss unable to keep it in, just barely offsides. Face off in front of the Coastal Carolina bench. Off the tie-up, Coastal comes away with it, and they'll shoot it weakly down into the Georgia zone. No icing on the play. Poole back there for the Dogs. And he'll carry it out from behind his own net with speed. Poole down the left wing side. Dodges a man. Across the blue line, cutting to the net. Poole walking in. His shot off the side of the net, it looked like, and it will go back out to the point. Shot out to center, but a good check there by Strauss. Coastal wanted a penalty, but no go there. Crawford couldn't quite get it deep enough, and Punzenberger will play it back for Strauss. Poole looking up ice. Across center, and he'll lay it down to the side of the net. Krupa around the boards. Looking for Henley, but a good check there by Eberle. Strauss able to play it back in deep. Eberle still digging for it. Good stick there. He'll take it behind the net. Looking out front for Poole, but a good stick from the defenseman Booth. Eberle still digging for it. Poole whiffed on the shot at the point, so it will go back out to center ice. Strauss fires it in deep. The Dogs will get a change here on the dump in. Krupa sidesteps the check from Punzenberger, but Strauss gloves it down at center ice. Still digging for it in front of the Coastal bench as it's fired back in deep to the Georgia zone now. We got a whistle here. So extra contact behind the play in front of the Coastal bench. And we'll see what the calls are. Looks like the penalty will be to number 11, Alex Strauss.
Yeah, they're calling Strauss for some contact behind the play, calling a cross check. I wanted to say one thing though. I've noticed Georgia's been able to walk around some of these Chanticleer defensemen, Santa Maria and then Poole just now. When you do that though, you don't really have much of an angle on the goalie. I want to see if they can build a play off of that. Maybe take it around the net, look for a pass in the middle on future opportunities if the Chanticleers are giving them that.
Face-off one here by Coastal. They'll set up on the power play. This is their second look. The second look at their power play tonight as it's shot the length of the ice by the Georgia penalty killers. So we'll get a chance to see this top penalty killing unit again of Spicer and Bardo. O'Brien forced to circle back. Good pressure there by Bardo at center ice. And that's part of what makes this penalty kill so successful for the Dogs is they're not afraid to be aggressive on the forecheck. In behind the net, O'Brien, puck taken away from him by Hagen. Tried to get it out to center, but it was stopped by Walsh. Puck still bouncing around just inside the blue line. It comes out to center, but Krupa gets control of it quickly, and he'll take it right back into the Georgia zone. Krupa from the outside, blockered away by Newbold. O'Brien at the point now. Plays it across for Shefflin. Shot in front, rebound. O'Brien couldn't get a stick on it. A great play there by Spicer to shoot at the length of the ice. So the Dogs will get fresh legs out there. Just under a minute left to go on the power play for Coastal. Good forecheck here by Campbell. Take a few extra seconds off. Barnes with it behind the net. Looking way up ice, passes it off for Suheski. Cross ice for Lalek, but it's behind him, so he'll stop back. Lalek across the blue line now into the Georgia zone. Plays it behind the net. There's Suheski up to the point for Sambrook. Suheski back with control up top to the point, but mishandled there by Tantlev, so that one will go back out to center ice. 15 seconds left to go on the Coastal power play. Lalek leading the rush. Down the left wing side, his shot blocked by Burnett in behind the net there. Up at the point, Tantlev with it. As Strauss leaves the box, so we are back at even strength. CCU 0 for 2 on the power play so far tonight. Burnett plays it up for McDonald. He takes a check at the blue line. This one will be cleared back into the Georgia zone. Not quite enough for icing, though. Burnett inside his own zone. Plays it over for Poole. Poole down the left wing side. He's taken down. No call on the play. Lindblom behind the net. Good stick there by Bigda with a quick shot from the side of the net. Strauss at the point. His shot sticked away by Amarelli, and we'll get a whistle.
Been very impressed with UGA's PK so far, their penalty kill. I have not seen an ounce of zone pressure on the power play from Coastal Carolina. There's been no real set plays, passing, whatever. It's all been on the rush opportunities, which is very good to see from your penalty kill.
That Dogs penalty kill very good at keeping the puck towards the outside and defending the rush. Here's Poole walking in. His shot just wide of the net. He takes a heavy check in the low slot there. Zaros behind the net. Poole in front again with a chance, and he stood up once again. It's in! Not sure who put that one in. It looks like they're going to give it to Leighton Poole, so a little revenge there as he's got some words for the Coastal defender.
Yeah, that was hard to decipher exactly how that went in. Yeah, Poole got the first shot, which was a good save there by the keeper, Amarelli. And then I don't know if it was just off of a defender. There was just a scrum in front of the net, and it hit something. Momentum carried into the back of the net. Hey, they all count the same. It's one on the board, and that good start for Georgia. They earned that goal with the pressure they've been getting.
So if it is given to Poole, that'll make it goals in back-to-back games for him. 2 fluke goals at that. He had the game-winning goal last night. A shot from the point went off of a Clemson player's skate into the net. So he'll take those any way he can get them. Eberle unable to get it in, but Martin will punch it into the zone for Georgia. He'll glove out the clearing attempt and carry it down the wall himself. Centering pass looking for Crawford, but it's in behind him. Miscommunication there as Barnes takes it back for Coastal. With speed down the right wing side, Barnes cutting in. Able to get a shot on, but Newbold saves it. Little extra poke there after the whistle.
Yeah, there's a little late poke there by one of the Coastal Carolina players on Newbold, looking to see if there'd be any response there from UGA. Looks like no harm, no foul on that one.
So a big defensive zone draw coming up here for the Dogs. Face-off won by Eberle. Coastal quickly regains control, put behind the net. Punzenberger there for the Dogs. He'll take it up the wall, looking for Eberle, but it's kept in at the point and fired right back in by Shefflin. Behind the net, Martin with it for the Dogs, looking for Crawford on the breakout, but a good play there. Shot from the point, saved on the shot from Suheski. Hagen with it, trying to punch it out at the blue line, but again kept in by Lalick. This one finally leaves the zone, but it's dumped right back in. Newbold gloves it down and leaves it for Martin. Coastal in the middle of a change. Up ice, Crawford. Cross ice for Punzenberger, but he loses it at his own blue line. Walsh will walk it down now. Good defensive play there by Eberle to break it up. Hagen drops it off for Punzenberger. Few miscues on this breakout, or on this this shift for the Dogs on the breakout, as they're finally able to get it out to center, but it's quickly taken away again by Pierce Ryan. He'll fly it back down into the Georgia zone. Puma sidesteps a man. Martin up ice for Punzenberger, and finally the Dogs into the offensive zone. Punzenberger walking through the slot into the opposite corner now, plays it behind the net, but it's taken away by O'Brien. Fired around the net, or around the boards, but it's put back in by Burnett. Crawford in the corner. He takes a check, and it's skied out in all the way down into the Georgia zone. This one should be icing, and it is.
The thing I've noticed so far in this game, Coastal's chances have come on the rush. Georgia's definitely much better on puck possession, and you feel like as the game goes on, if that's going to wear down Coastal, because it's a lot more energy when you have to defend zone pressure, considering when it's just a one-and-done rush. And that's so far been the pattern in this game early on.
Absolutely, the Dogs with much more sustained zone time as they win another offensive zone face-off here. Burnett's shot at the point was tipped and easily gloved down by Amarelli, so we'll get another whistle here. Face-off to the left of Amarelli, and it's won by the Dogs. Gutman on the half wall digging for it. He'll walk it out. Into the slot. Shot goes off the crossbar and out of play. A great chance there for Trevor Gutman. Face off again to the left of Amarelli. And this time it's won by the Chanticleers. Floated off the glass and out to center. Burnett unable to stop it, but a good back check there from Puma to break up the play. Gutman back into his own zone, plays it off for Puma. Back across for Burnett. He'll go off the boards, but it's taken away by Sandbrook. Back into the Georgia zone. Burnett with control once again. Cross for Puma. Return to Burnett. Looking up ice for Spicer, couldn't quite tip it into the zone. And it's taken back out to center by the Chanticleers. Puma off the boards, trying to get it out to center. But a good stick there from Sandbrook to break it up, and he'll put it back down into the Georgia zone. Gutman evading the forechecker, circling back again, looking way up ice. He's got Bardo. Nice pass there. Bardo walking in, but a great back check from Krupa to take away that chance. What a pass from Gutman to get that up and over every Coastal player's head. Here comes O'Brien walking in. Good stick there by Poole to break that one up, and he'll play it back out to center ice again. This one goes off a skate. Campbell blazing in behind the net now. Trying to circle it out in front, but it went off the side of the net, looking for the streaking McDonald. So this one will go back into the Georgia zone. Strauss there to play it, and it goes off a stick and out of play.
And that was kind of what I was talking about early on. Campbell gets the rush, takes it around the net. He had McDonald streaming in there. Just good job by the defenseman keeping that puck from getting into the front in the scoring area there for UGA.
Face-off just outside of the Georgia zone, and it's won by the Dogs. Across for Santa Maria, and he'll play it, try to go off the boards and into the zone, but it goes up into the Coastal bench. Face off at center ice, won by McDonald. Back for Poole, up ice for Santa Maria. He'll tip it into the Coastal zone. No icing here. Neron rims it around the boards, but it's taken away by Santa Maria. Campbell with it now. Shot from the point is tipped again. This one will go out of play.
Yeah, we're at the 4:09 mark right now, and this is the point of the game into the periods where you want to find momentum. A goal here either way could be a big turning point.
So a big offensive zone face-off coming up for the Dogs. Off the tie-up, Campbell with a shot, gloved by Amarelli. That one almost found the back of the net. Off the boards, but kept in by Poole. Another shot from the point, bounces into the corner. Santa Maria chasing the rebound. Campbell able to keep it in. Played back down behind the net. McDonald chasing, lays a heavy check in the corner, and we got a whistle coming up. Looks like a penalty called behind the play. So it's going to be number 13, Cameron Campbell, going to the box for the Dogs. 2 minutes for slashing.
Not going to lie, I did not see where that occurred, but my opinion doesn't matter. Ref saw a slash. Campbell certainly disagreed, but Georgia's going to have to kill off a penalty here, and they've been very good. Let's see if that continues.
Coastal 0 for 2 thus far in this game, so they'll get their third chance on the power play tonight. Face-off won by Spicer, quickly shot around the boards by Strauss, but kept in at the point. O'Brien with it, looking to set up, drops it back off for Krupa. He'll play it down into the corner. Again around the boards. Shefflin with it, but it's taken away from him by Spicer. A good play there. Spicer down the left wing side. He'll walk it in, shot from the point. Just goes wide. Bardo gets control for the Dogs. And he'll try to keep it deep, but it went off a skate. Finally, he'll get it back down. Krupa quickly up ice, though, for Coastal. Nice move to get around Bardo. Krupa walking in into the high slot. Shot from the circle is in. Bounced off of Newbold's glove. So it's a power play goal for Coastal, and they've evened it at 1.
Yeah, definitely one. Newbold's going to want back. I don't know if that deflected off anything or just off of his glove. Equipment let him down on that one. Definitely got to shake it off, though. That's the important thing. You don't want one goal to become 2. When you're a goalie, you let one in that you didn't want to, you just got to shake it off. It's 1-1.
So the Chanticleers answer right back with a power play goal. As the puck goes right back into the Coastal zone, glove down in the slot by Conway. Bigda plays it into the corner. Looking for Mazzaros, but it's taken away the other way by Walsh. He'll skate it down the right wing side with speed. Steps around Hagen, but he couldn't quite cut to the net. Taken away by Conway. Out to center ice, looking for Mazzaros. He high sticks it, so he'll wait for it to be touched by Ryan. Martin with control in front of the Dogs' blue line. Plays it over for Hagen. Across Mazzaros now. Mazzaros steps across the blue line. Walking in, shot was blocked. He whiffed on it. Martin in the slot, his shot over the net. Conway chasing the rebound. Tance left there. Conway gets control, but taken away from him by O'Brien. And the Chanticleers will come back the other way. O'Brien through center ice. Nice move, but taken away by Hagen. Good defensive stick there. Martin into the corner, but this one will go up and out of play. Conway and Suheski line up for the draw. Face-off won by Conway. Martin rims it around the boards, looking for Mazzaros on the other side. Stopped up at the blue line, looking for some help. Plays it back to Martin. He's chased by Suheski. Martin looking back across for Mazzaros. In front of the Georgia bench, Krupa gets control of it back at the Coastal blue line. At center ice now, puck taken away there by Barnes. Good play by the Coastal defender. Krupa plays it across, looking for Lindblom, but a good stick there by Mazzaros to take it away. And for Bigda in the high slot, he scores! Matt Bigda with a snipe, and the Dogs are back on top.
What a play there. First by Mazzaros. Bouncing puck, he goes down with the glove to settle it down. Keeps his momentum. Great pass to Bigda, and Bigda makes no mistake getting it into the upper quadrant of the goal. Georgia up 2-1 just like that. Back to where it should have been with the 1-goal advantage.
Face-off won at center by the Chanticleers, so the Dogs answer right back with one of their own to retake the lead. Punzenberger inside his own zone. Shakes off the check and plays it back for Burnett. In behind the net, Puma with it now. He's hounded by Booth. Eberle gets control, but he quickly turns it over. Shot from the high slot weakly, and it was easily turned away by Newbold. Punzenberger will skate it out himself. Across center with speed into the Coastal zone now. Punzenberger trying to cut to the net, but he's tripped up, no call, and he runs into the net, so we'll get a whistle here.
Yeah, I just want to go back to that last goal, just talking about how big momentum is in the last few minutes, and that was huge to come back from the not so great goal given up by Newbold. You go back, you erase that, and you got the 2-1 advantage. Minute left, so let's see if the Bulldogs are able to close it out and go into the locker room with a lead.
It's a good point, Colin. Good support from the Dogs. Newbold happy to see that his boys are there to get that goal right back. Puma at center ice fires it down into the Coastal zone. 50 seconds left in the first period. Conway in on the forecheck, drops it back off for Mazzaros, up to the point. Burnett with it. His shot tipped in front. Rebound loose. It's at the side of the net. A good save there. Looked like it was blocked in front. Burnett with control back at the point. Looking on the back door for Conway, but a good defensive stick there by Tantleff. And here comes Walsh the other way. Walsh with a shot just high of the net. A hard shot there. Mazzaros trying to play it out to center, taken away by Conway. Conway down the left wing side. He's got Bigda in front, but he's forced to the outside. Plays it back for Mazzaros. Top of the circle, his shot. Rebound loose. Bigda's shot hit the side of the net, and it looks like Amarelli's down.
Yeah, Amarelli immediately holding his head. Gonna have to take a look at that. Hopefully he's okay.
Quickly back to his feet. So a little shaken up after Bigda was pushed down on that rebound chance. Amarelli appears to be okay though, so 10 seconds left in the first period. Offensive zone draw for the Dogs. And it's won by Coastal. Krupa quickly off the glass, out to center. Poole gets control, 5 seconds in the period, looking up ice. Bigda at the point now, but that won't be enough time. So that'll do it for the first period. The Dogs would go to the locker room with a 2-1 lead. We'll see you right back here for second period action. in tonight's game against CCU. The last time these two teams met was in December of last year, and the Dogs won at home 7-3. So they'll look to keep that same success as we get set for the first face-off. Off the tie-up, it goes to the Dogs, and we are a go here from Charleston. Poole with it off the boards. Punzenberger now leaves it for Eberle, who stands his man up at the blue line. That's a good check there by the Dogs forward, Eberle. Zone Puma with it to his partner, Burnett. Up the board, Santa Maria takes a check at center ice. A strong check there by Tantlev. And that'll get the home bench going. Up the boards, it's Walsh down the left wing side. He takes a shot, sticked away by Testino. Great save there. Rebound, Lindblom with it. Another shot, another one. Testino had the good save on the rebound. Puck into the corner, Bigda chasing. A hard check on the half wall there from Bigda. Rebound out front. Just able to chip it out to center. Here comes Punzenberger for the Dogs. Nice move into the slot. Punzenberger walking in, shot save. Into the corner, Parente still digging for it. Great chance for the Dogs there. Plays it up to the top for Conway. Back across for Gannon at the point. He'll walk it in, down low. Bigda with a shot, he scores! Bigda with a fake shot pass, and Mazzaros picks up the rebound. And the Dogs take a 1-0 lead on the power play goal. Center by Eberle there to pick off the pass. They'll play it across for Punzenberger walking in now. Nice move in the high slot, but he takes a hard check at the top of the circle. Slot goes wide. Pass up to the point. Good block there by Bigda to take away that chance. Here's a 3-on-1 for the Dogs if they hurry. Conway with it. He's got Bigda. Conway walking in. His shot, he scores! Declan Conway from the outside picks his spot off the post and in. The Dogs are up 2-0. Morelli inside the Coastal zone. Off the tie-up, it goes back to Bigda. He'll walk it down the wall, out in front. Off Mazzaros' skate. No signal from the referee. So the call comes back, no goal. They rule there was a distinct kicking motion. He'll drop it off for Spicer. He'll come down the right wing side now with speed. Spicer cutting into the slot. Walking in, he shoots, blockered away by Amorelli. Great chance there from Dylan Spicer. Strauss. A little bit of delay here as Spicer finds his way to the center ice. And we are go for the second period. Wallgood cycling here from the Dogs. Burnett at the point. Down low, Gutman. Gutman looking for Punzenberger. Pass across. Down low, back door, he scores! Santa Maria on the back door. Off a great feed from Punzenberger. And face off won by the Dogs, but Krupa with it. Coastal with a shot, he scores! Krupa off the face-off. Bad turnover in the high slot. We got a little bit of extra going on after the goal. Jeez, almost found the back of the net. Parente with it at the point. Down low, Conway on the half wall. Walking out of the corner, up top, Burnett. Over to Puma. Walking in, shot, blocked in front. Puma with a rebound, he scores! Nice. Puma with it at center, and he'll fire it down into the Coastal zone. Stopped up, Emerelli. Parente in front. Eberle with a shot, he scores! Awful turnover by Amorelli behind the net. Parente able to steal it and pass it off for Eberle, who and we are go for third period action. Coastal Carolina in the midst of a change. Strauss with a strong play there to get control of it. Bigda in the zone now. Walking in, looking for Crawford in front. Couldn't get a shot away. Poole steps into one. Good save there by Amorelli on the recover as he was way out of position. Desperation save. Tip in front, another save by Amorelli. And here comes Coastal back the other way. Centering pass is gloved by Testino on the tip. Great save there by the Georgia netminder. Face-off once again inside the Georgia zone. It's won by Coastal. Shot off the face-off and they score. quick shot makes it 5-2. Body Punzenberger helps him out and chips it into the zone. Parente picks it up down the left wing side, looking for someone in front. Pass it across. Burnett there with a shot, but a good save there, and the net is off once again. The Dogs frustrated because that could have been a great scoring chance on the rebound. Good stick there from Everly. Turnover in the high slot. Good save by Testino, and he'll hold on to it. Play there at the point to block that one. Spicer almost got it out, but a good stick lift there. Shot, rebound. Good save by Testino. What a save on desperation. Falling back. Able to keep that one out. Here's a turnover. Mazaris walking in. 2-on-1 with Conway. Over to Conway. He takes a shot. Good save, Amarelli. Gannon pinching. Able to keep it in. Trying to float it out to center, but Gannon's still there. And Barnes will finally skate it out. He takes a hard check at center ice from Bigda. And skates it inside the zone. Nice pass across for Poole. Down low, Bigda. Back up top, Poole. Gannon now. Over to Poole with a shot. He scores. Power play goal. Poole picks his corner. So it looks like they're just going to let the clock ride out here to avoid any further confrontation. The Dogs in victory formation will just kneel the ball. Final score here from the Carolina Ice Palace in Charleston. The Dogs 6, CCU 2. As the Dogs extend their winning streak to 7 in a row with a huge win over Coastal Carolina. Welcome back to the second period of Ice Dawgs hockey. The Dogs lead the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers 2-1 after the first 20. As we'll take a look back at the first period recap, here's Colin.
Yeah, so Georgia got out to a good start there, controlling the pace. Poole got a bit of a dirty goal there, but they all count the same, and it was well deserved because Georgia was definitely controlling possession time, zone pressure, everything that you want to see out of a team. A little bit of a tricky goal given up on the power play there by Nick Newbold, but quick answer there. Great pass from Mazzaros to Big Dub. Big Dub made no mistake, and that's where we are, 2-1.
That's where we sit as the first face-off in the second period is won by the Chanticleers, quickly chopped down into Georgia territory. Strauss rims it around the boards. Poole returns it back to him, and Strauss will look up ice with it. Strauss trying to stretch it out for Campbell, but a good stick there by Krupa to break it up. But Walsh was just offsides, and we'll get a whistle here. 20 seconds into the second period. Face-off in front of the Coastal bench is won by O'Brien. Krupa takes a check from McDonald as he shoots it down into the Georgia zone. Poole behind his own net. Drops it back off for Strauss. Over to Campbell. Stretch pass looking for Conway on the opposite side. Conway with it on the right wing. Looking out in front, his shot was blocked. Poole whiffs on a chance. And O'Brien will put it out to center ice. Poole regrouping. He's hounded by Walsh, but he turned it over to O'Brien, who shoots it down into Georgia territory. Newbold stops it up behind the net for Conway. Onto the wall for Bigda, looking for the stretch pass. Bad turnover. O'Brien's shot turned away by Newbold. O'Brien once again, his shot from the outside, blocked by Strauss. Still with control, O'Brien. He takes a check from Poole, who is upended. Poole fires it down. This one will go for icing.
Yeah, Strauss owes Newbold a big thank you there. Bigda owes Newbold the thank you there. That was not the spot you want to turn the puck over, right in the scoring area. Good save there by Newbold, being on his toes. Again, tested very early in a period.
Great save by Newbold to just stick that one into the corner as the Chanticleers win a face-off, but a good blocked shot there by Bigda. Try and make up for that turnover. Dogs offsides, forced to touch up as Coastal will just fly it back into the Georgia zone. Strauss gloves it down and punches it right back to center, but this one will go for icing again. So another face-off coming back into Georgia's territory. Face off to the right of Newbold. Good defensive zone win there by Conway. Shot around the boards by Hagen. Bigda there, but it's kept in. This one will leave the ice surface up into the netting, so we'll get another face off coming up. Face off in front of the Coastal bench. Another win there by Conway, but it goes back in on Newbold. He leaves it for Martin. Hounded there by Tantleff. Or Suheski, pardon me. Hagen behind the net. Reverses it for Martin. He'll look up ice. Bigda with it now. Almost a turnover at the blue line. But it went out to center. Tantleff with it now. Off the boards. Martin gets it back, though. Hagen looking up ice. He'll stretch it out. Here's Mazzaros with a shot from the outside. Just missed the net. Hagen on the point. Bigda looking for a centering pass there, but a good stick by Tantleff, and he'll float it off the glass. Now he takes a hard check there from Mazzaros after the play. Mazzaros finishing his hit. Shot into the zone by Shefflin in behind the net. Hagen trying to fight for it now. Battling Barnes for possession. Hagen comes away with it. Rims it in behind his own net. Gutman with control on the other side. Off the boards, just out of the reach of Barnes. Bigda will skate onto this one. He's got a one-on-one with Tantilev. Looking for help. Martin on the point now. Across for Gutman, but the pass is behind him, so he'll circle back for it. Nice move by Gutman at the blue line. Shot from the high slot, tipped by Bigda, but a good save by Amarelli, and he'll tie it up.
That was a really, really good save by Amarella. Amarella's playing really good so far. I think he's faced 20 shots now, only allowing 2, but big old Bigda there with the screen and the tip, but Amarella's still able to find the puck and secure it for no rebound.
Great reaction save there on the tip from Bigda as the Dogs win the face-off, but Coastal with control behind their own net. Krupa looking up ice. He has to shoot it down, but it's on Newbold, so no icing. Newbold will freeze it. So face-off coming up in Georgia's defensive zone. Face-off won cleanly by Spicer. Puma rims it around the boards. Looking for Bardo on the opposite side. Floated out for Gutman at center. He whiffs on the dump-in attempt, so it's taken control by Schwartz. In behind his own net, Schwartz looking for a stretch pass. No one at center. Puma gets it back. Burnett over to Bardo. He'll play it out into open territory. Burnett skates onto it, looking for Spicer out at center ice, tipped into the zone. No icing here. Krupa first man to it, hounded by Bardo. But this one will go out to center ice once again. Burnett with control. Up for Gutman. Nice pass to Spicer. Here's Spicer walking in. Shot from the slot. Rebound attempt from Crawford, but he couldn't get control of it on that short side rebound. Burnett in the high slot. Spicer with a shot. Just wide. Dogs still with control. Gutman drops it off for Burnett. Gutman in the high slot again was blocked. Krupa with it. He'll float it out to center ice. And this one should go for icing.
Oh, Spicer had the net wide open, just unable to make it. And the play before that, really good sneaky play there by Dylan Spicer. The old pass off the pad, the pop pass, they practiced that. Getting it just, it was not a shot intended to go in. It was a shot looking for the rebound, and it was perfect, just unable to connect there. 2 golden scoring opportunities set up by Spicer and the Bulldogs.
Couple of good chances for Spicer. He'll kick himself for not putting those in as Eberle wins the faceoff. A tired group out there for Coastal following the icing. Fresh legs for the Dogs. Punzenberger with a shot patted away by Amarelli, and this one will leave the zone. But no chance for a change here as Poole circles it back quickly. Nice move by Punzenberger at the point. Down low, Crawford with control. Up top for Strauss. Back down low for Crawford. Looking for someone out in front, goes back around the net the other side. Up top, Poole whiffs on the shot. And Higgins will skate it out for Coastal. He'll fly it into the zone, so a much-needed change here for Coastal. Poole, nice move out from behind his own net. He'll skate it, passes it across for Punzenberger. Looking for Eberle in the slot, but he couldn't get control of it. Rebound attempt, still digging at it as Amarelli covers, and we've got some extra contact here after the whistle. Knew it was only a matter of time before this game started to get physical, as the last one started to get chippy in the third period. So we'll see what the penalties are out of this. So it looks like 2 offsetting penalties. One to Zach Niren of Coastal and David Eberle of Georgia. So they will sit in the box. We've got 4-on-4 hockey here for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, and we knew from their last matchup that this had the potential to get chippy. And like you said, Torin, it was just a matter of time. We were waiting for it to happen. And I mean, that's as good a reason as any if you're poking at your goalie. Usually that's how scrums happen, and you know, you get a little push and shoving, A little bit more pushing, shoving. Next thing you know, we got 2 men in the box.
That's a penalty that the Chanticleers are okay with taking there. You always stand up for your goalie. The Dogs with a couple of extra whacks before the whistle was blown. So the referees will work out the penalties here. So face off in front of the Georgia bench here, and it's won by the Chanticleers. Shout out to center Strauss with control of it on the blue line, but it's taken away from him by Walsh, who will skate it back the other way. Walsh down the right wing side, drops it off for O'Brien, cutting to the net, shot turned away by Newbold, and he'll sit on it and get a whistle.
Yeah, I don't know if Newbold had that cleanly, but it was covered enough for the ref to lose sight of it. Gets the whistle, and another defensive zone faceoff here for the Bulldogs.
4-on-4, lots of room out there for these two teams. As the puck goes up to the point for Laluk. Across for Tantalef, he'll play it into the corner. Walsh now circling back, looking up ice. Turns back into the corner. Trying to get away from Strauss, but some good defensive play there as it's finally dropped off for O'Brien behind the net. O'Brien into the slot, shot from Walsh, just wide of the net. Good puck movement here from Coastal as that pass just gets out in front of Walsh, so Strauss with control of it now. And here come the Dogs on the breakout, but a bad turnover as Walsh gets control of it again. Poole chops it away from him. McDonald on the half wall battling for it. Tantalef with control, but a good stick by Strauss. Kept in the zone, though. Good play there by Ryan. Oh, that's Laluk, pardon me. Here goes Poole up ice for the Dogs. Looking for McDonald on the opposite side. Nice pass there. He'll stop up and wait for help. Looking down low for Poole, but it goes off his skate into the corner. Poole with control again, once again. Played in the high slot. Martin with a backhand shot, but it's easily saved by Amarelli, and he'll hold on to it.
Yeah, it was Liam Walsh there with the golden opportunity in the slot for the Chanticleers. He was one of their goal scorers in their last matchup, and just got to hit the net on those.
Face-off won by the Dogs inside the Coastal zone. Conway with it in the corner, battling now. Played up to the point. Conway able to keep it in. Nice play there to curl it back into the corner. And a check laid there on Sambrook. At the side of the net, Mazzaros with it. Looking for someone out in front. Out to the other side. Up to the point, Mazzaros drops it off for Martin. Down low, Conway. Shakes off the check. Into the opposite corner now. Plays it up to the point for Hagen, but just out in front of his stick, so this one will leave the zone. 5 seconds left to go on the offsetting penalties. As we are back to full strength, Mazzaros curls it back through center. Into the slot, his shot was blocked. At the side of the net, Mazzaros leaves it for Bigda. He takes an extra whack there from Sambrook. Down low, Mazzaros looking for a chance. Trying to curl it back in front as he loses his footing. Hagen with a shot from the point, but it's blocked. And it's taken back out to center. Martin fires it back into the zone, though. Sambrook drops it off, but it's taken away by Conway. Conway in behind the Georgia net, tried to pick up the puck. Plays it back up top, Martin. Across for Hagen. Steps into one, but it's blocked in the slot. Wide of the net. Suheski battling with Conway as it comes out to center ice, so Hagen will take it back for the Dogs. Moves it quickly across for Bigda, who fires into the opposite corner. This line's been out there for a while for Coastal. Good zone pressure from the Dogs. As Martin's able to stop 2 clearing attempts there. Couldn't stop the third one, but Bigda gets it at center ice once again. And he'll skate it back in himself. Bigda down the right wing side. At the circle, drops it off for Conway, but he couldn't get a clean shot there. Good stick from Suheski. As it's floated out to center once again, Burnett moves it to Puma. Puma down the left wing side, dumps it into the corner. Conway with it now. Rimmed around the boards, looking for Bigda. He'll let it go to Burnett. Back down low, Conway. Return to Burnett on the half wall. Conway once again behind the net. Settles it, plays it up top for Puma. That shot in behind the net now. Bigda on the other side, battling Suheski for it. Burnett plays it across, but a good stick there from Ryan. No icing. Good hustle there from Barnes to beat it out. So Coastal able to get a change, but a quick up there just off the stick. No icing here, though, as Bigda was able to beat it out on the other side. Lindblom there. Krupa took a check at the side of the net. Maurer able to curl it back. Punzenberger in the corner. Maurer to help him out. Still digging for it. Punzenberger. It's played up to the point. Burnett with a shot just wide of the net. Booth, but a good keep there by Puma. He'll play it back into the corner. Punzenberger unable to settle it. And it's taken back the other way by Lindblom. Good stick there, though. Puma at the point. His shot blocked by Lindblom, and Booth will take it back to center ice. Poked away from him, though. Maurer loses his footing. Booth gets control once again. Leaves it for Krupa. Booth walking onto it. Plays it down low. Krupa couldn't get a shot away. And it's in behind Newbold. He'll fall on it.
That was a really smart, cheeky attempt there by the Chanticleers, trying to bank it off of Nick Newbold in net. Newbold able to hug the post enough not to allow that to happen. Trying to get it off the pad into the net. Good job. Maintaining position by Newbold there.
Good awareness from the veteran goalie for the Dogs, as a faceoff would be to his left inside his own zone. And it's won by Georgia. Quickly rimmed around the boards for Gutman, but it's kept in at the point. Good play there. And this one will finally leave the zone. Naran shoots it right back in. Newbold turns it to the side of the net. Strauss with control now, looking up ice. Loses it on the forecheck, though. Kilduff there. Strauss able to play it up, though. Bardo with it, and he'll play it back behind his own net. Great forechecking here from Coastal in this second period, as Poole skates it up finally for the Dogs. Poole down the left wing side, one of Georgia's goal scorers tonight, into the corner. Good check there from Naran to take it away from him, though, and it's skied out to center ice, but a good glove there from Gutman to keep it in as it finally leaves the zone. Poole across for Bardo, and the Dogs are back on offense. Played into the corner, Lalek chasing around the boards. Gutman takes control. He shakes off a check, but it's quickly taken away from him. Strauss with a good keep at the point, but Lalek back the other way. Poole gets control back once again. Drops it off for Gutman, who fires it down into the zone. Lalek chasing the Dogs in the middle of a change. Campbell almost turned it over at the side of the net, but a good stick there from Brienza to break it up. Spicer with some extra contact in front of the net. We got a whistle coming up as the net is off.
Yeah, no penalty there, just knocked the net off. Gonna reset. Georgia's been very good on the faceoff so far. It's 12-6 in favor of the Bulldogs in the first period. So far, 5-3 advantage. This one coming out of the zone, however, as they're gonna say UGA was the result of the net getting knocked off and not Coastal. It's a good faceoff win there by McDonald.
Shot down into the Coastal zone. In behind the net. That's Ryan with it. Unable to keep it at the point was Hagen. Suheski takes it back the other way. Played into the corner. Good play there by Martin to get to it first. Martin battling for it. Suheski gets control, looking for the centering pass. Good stick there by Hagen. And here comes Santa Maria the other way. Chips it around his man. We got a penalty coming up on Coastal, though. It's going to be interference as Santa Maria chipped around his man, but the Coastal defenseman Suheski. Pardon me, that's Pierce Ryan heading to the box for Coastal. 2 minutes for interference. The Dogs on the power play. This will be their second chance of the night. As I mentioned, 4 of UGA's 6 goals last time these two teams met were on the power play. They've been held to only 1 opportunity thus far. So we'll get a look at them once again as a faceoff is to the left of Amarelli in the Coastal zone. It's won by the Dogs. Hagen back across, Poole with it now. Shot from the high circle, just wide of the net. Looked like it bounced off someone in front. Hagen able to keep it. Bigda plays it down low. Mazzaros Back up top, Poole settles it. Sauce it across for Hagen in the slot. Conway couldn't get a shot away up top. Poole with it now. Plays it down low for Mazzaros, but taken away by Lalick. He'll pin it into the wall. Trying to backhand it out, but a good glove there by Conway to keep it in. Bigda on the half wall. Walking out, his shot right into the chest of Amarelli, and he'll squeeze it.
Yeah, and on Georgia's lone power play there in the first period, they did everything but score, so let's see if we can get them to finally put the puck in the net on this one. So far, good zone pressure, big face-offs. You win the face-off, you get an extra 20 seconds of opportunity for sure.
Face-off win here by Coastal, but a good keep at the point by Hagen. Plays it across for Poole. Back to Hagen. He tees one off, tipped in the high slot, just wide of the net. Conway with a good tip there as this one goes up and out of play into the netting. Just over a minute left to go on the Ice Dawgs power play. First line unit still out there for the Dogs. Hagen at the point, chips it down low looking for Bigda. Taken away from him, but Hagen able to keep it in the zone. He'll fire it back down the boards. Bigda looks across Poole. Looking for Conway in the high slot. His shot just wide of the net. Bigda up to the point for Hagen. Back across for Poole. He'll walk it in. Plays it back up top for Conway. Conway walking in. His shot turned away. Good save there by Amarelli, and it'll go up into the netting. So both teams will put new units out there. Second power play unit out there for the Dogs. It's Eberly, Santa Maria, and Campbell with Burnett and Gutman on the back end. Face-off won by Eberly. Santa Maria walking in, but a good block there. Rebound in front. Eberly got a shot away, but a good save there by Amarelli to hold on. Face off to the left of Amarelli. And it's won by the Chanticleers. Quickly shot down the length of the ice. Newbold will stop it up for Burnett. 30 seconds left to go on the Dogs power play. Burnett behind his own goal, looking up ice. He'll skate it out himself. Over to Santa Maria on the left wing. Case Santa Maria setting up on the half wall. Plays it down low for Eberly. He'll settle it back up top. Santa Maria with a shot just wide of the net. Looks like Amarelli might have gotten a glove on it. Gutman with control on the far side. Up top, Burnett. Over to Santa Maria. 3 seconds left on the penalty. Campbell with a shot from the slot, but it goes high as the penalty expires. And a quick up here for Coastal. Here comes O'Brien walking in. His shot gloved by Newbold, and he'll smother it.
Coastal missed an opportunity there as coming out of the box, had the chance for the stretch pass, decided to skate it in himself there. 2-on-1, still a great shot and a great save there by Newbold.
Newbold tested with a quick break there for Coastal, but a great glove save on the hard shot from O'Brien keeps this one at a 2-1 lead for the Dogs. Face-off win by Georgia in the defensive zone, and Bardo will skate it. He'll lay it into the near corner. Maurer first man to it. Drops it back off, looking for help from Bardo. He plays it to the wall. Puma rims it back around the boards. Burnett chasing now. Fighting with Walsh for it. Burnett able to keep it in. Maurer in the high slot, couldn't get a shot away. Bardo plays it back for Poole. His shot from the point easily blocked away by Amarelli. Taken in behind the goal by Barnes. Breakout chance here. Good stick by Burnett to keep it in, though. As Maurer gets control, looking for Burnett. But a good play there by Walsh. Taken away from him, though. Spicer in the high slot. Lots of sticks flying around as his shot goes over the net. Played back. Burnett able to keep it in, though. Maurer in the corner. He's laid into the boards. Lots of physicality here on this shift. Spicer plays it back up to the point. Puma with it. He'll punch it right back down into the corner. The Dogs will get a change. Long stretch pass looking for O'Brien, but just in behind him. No icing on the play. Good play by Newbold to kick the rebound off the boards away from O'Brien. Burnett looking opposite side for Bigda, but the pass is behind him. Bigda battling for it. Puck comes back out into the Georgia zone, though. Burnett off the boards looking for Puma. Chopped out to center ice, but it's back into Georgia territory. Delayed offsides here. Coastal forced to touch up. They'll get a change. Burnett skates it and floats it into the opposite corner. Mazzaros now plays it for Bigda. Back off for Mazzaros. His shot just high of the net, looking for that short side corner. Poole from the point playing it on net, but a good block by Lalak in front. And he'll go off the boards and out to center. Strauss fires it right back in, though. Dogs will touch up and go right back on the forecheck. Played out to center. Poole gets control of it at his own blue line and chips it right back in. Icing will be called.
It's a fast-moving second period here. We're already under 5, 4:17 left. Georgia's still up 2-1. Definitely want to head into the locker room with the advantage here. It's been a good period for Georgia.
Face off to the left of Newbold in the Georgia zone. And it's won by O'Brien. Walsh at the top of the circle. Plays it back for Krupa, but it's out of the zone. Saucer pass. Bigda almost got a stick on it. Bad turnover here at the blue line. Here's Mazzaros walking in to the net. Good save by Amarelli. And he'll hold on to it. A good chance there on a bad turnover from Krupa at the Coastal blue line. But Amarelli keeps it a one-goal game.
Mazzaros definitely frustrated there. Would have liked to have done better with it, but great job. You cannot take any credit away for Amarelli making the save, and better yet, no rebound.
Excellent goaltending work from Amarelli. As face-off won here by Coastal, but quickly turned over. Bigda from the outside. Shot goes through the crease into the corner. Strauss with it at the point, but he mishandles it, so it'll come back out to center ice. Across to his partner Poole, who fires it into the zone. At the side of the net, Mazzaros first man to it. Weird bounce off the end boards there, but quickly regained control by Coastal. Mazzaros on the forecheck. Good play there by Tantilev to shake off the check. We got a delayed penalty coming up. Looks like it's on Coastal. So Tantilev shakes off one check from Mazzaros, but runs over another man. He'll be called. Looks like it's roughing.
Yeah, Sawyer Tantilev there, number 61, got the arm up. That's what it was. I mean, it was no interference, just high on the arm. That's what the ref saw. You got to keep your arms in. You can't be leading with your forearm. That's the penalty.
So the Dogs back on the power play. This will be their third chance of the night. They're 0 for 2 thus far. As the faceoff is won by Georgia. Campbell in the corner. Quickly taken away from him, though, but the clearing attempt was stopped by Gutman. On the blue line, Burnett with it. Down low, Santa Maria. At the top of the circles now, Santa Maria looking around for options. Plays it down low, Eberle on the half wall. Cycles with Santa Maria. He'll take it into the corner. Looking for Gutman out in front. Burnett with control of it now. Over to Gutman. Back to Burnett. Eberle, he'll walk it in. Back up top, Burnett. Takes a shot from the point, but a good save there. And a good stick there from the Coastal defenseman, Sambrook. Coastal very wary and sensitive about extra whacks at their goalie in this one. Georgia certainly in their heads about that. Another face-off on this power play. Face-off won by Coastal, and Ryan tries to clear it, but Burnett stops it at the point. Back across for Gutman. His shot blocked in the high slot. Puck bouncing around in the low slot now. Cleared, but Gutman able to keep control of it. He shoots one, it's saved, and finally cleared. A great save there by Amarelli on the quick shot from Gutman. Halfway gone through this power play so far as the Dogs get the first line unit out there. Here's Poole. Nice move around Krupa, and he'll skate it out to center himself. Across the red line into the Coastal zone. Still with control of it, Poole cutting to the net. Tried to get a pass away. Hagen regrouping at the point. Looking for a shot lane, plays it back off for Poole. To Conway, back to Hagen. He takes one. Shot bounce off the blocker of Amarelli. Bigda gets control on the rebound. Hagen over to Poole. Looking for Bigda on the back door. Pardon me, Marzaros on the back door, but a good stick there. And Coastal will clear and get a change. Hagen looking for the quick up. Plays it off. Got Marzaros on the blue line. Over for Bigda. Walking in, plays it back for Poole, but a good stick from Sandbrook to break that one up. And Coastal will clear it back once again. Here comes Walsh with speed, trying to get around Hagen, and he does. Stops up at the low circle, but a good shot or good save there by Newbold, and he'll freeze it.
I think if we could go back, I would like to see Bigda taking that shot. I think that was one pass too many there. Bigda, he's got a heck of a wrister, and he should have just fired that one.
That 2-on-1 chance from Marzaros and Bigda, maybe just waited too long to take the shot. And the Dogs keep the lead at 1. Face-off won by Coastal. 3 seconds left on the penalty to Tantleff as he leaves the box. So we are back at even strength. The Dogs 0 for 3 on the power play in this one as Gutman skates it out of his own zone. Good check there by Sandbrook as Spicer goes down. Lalick off the glass, but kept in by Spicer at the point. He'll skate it down the half wall now, but a good stick there from Sandbrook to take it away from him. Walsh now off the glass and out to center ice. Martin first man back for the Dogs. He'll curl it back and look up ice. To his partner Strauss. 1 minute left to go in the second period. Strauss goes off the boards, looking for Bardo. Puck is stopped up at the blue line. Extra contact here in front of the Dogs bench. Long stretch pass looking for O'Brien. He stopped up on the blue line. Trying to play it down low for Walsh, but a good stick by Martin to break it up. O'Brien able to keep it in the zone, though. Walsh in the high slot. Good stick by Bardo to take away his shot. Kilduff taken into the boards. Martin comes away with it. 30 seconds left in the period. Martin in behind his own net. Shakes off the forechecker. Gutman skies it down into the Coastal zone. Not enough for icing as Tantleff will take it back. Over to Krupa looking way up ice, but O'Brien's caught flat-footed. And Strauss will take it away from him. Looking for someone at center ice, but no one there. O'Brien floats it right back into the Georgia zone. 5 seconds left in the period. Strauss with it, he'll just clear it, so that will do it for the second period here. Through 40, the Dogs still lead 2-1. We'll see you right back here for third period action. In tonight's game against CCU, the last time these two teams met was in December of last year. In goal, John Kearney. For the Dogs, it's Marzaros, Conway, and Bigda with Poole and Strauss on the back end and Newbold in goal. As the first faceoff is won by Clemson, but the Dogs get control quickly after. Up for Conway. Nice move at the blue line across from Marzaros. He takes a shot. Rebound loose. Cleared out to the slot. Gannon with it. Turnaround shot, but he couldn't get all of it. Stretch pass, but a good defensive play there by Gannon. The Tigers regain control, though. 2-on-1. Nice shot, but a good save. It's out in front for Marzaros. Drops it off for Gannon. Here they come. Gannon down the right wing side looking for Marzaros, but he's hooked up. We got a penalty coming up on the Tigers. Cycling here by the Tigers. Still looking for a shot on this shift. Walking out of the corner, but he whiffs on the shot. Back up top, Blomqvist with it. He takes a shot, blockered away. High stick on the play. Puck went in. The referee immediately waves it off. The Clemson bench as Eberle goes down. Up to Poole at the point. Puck in front. Rebound pops out, but Parente couldn't quite get a good shot away. Eberle cycling up to Poole. He takes a shot. He scores! Poole on the one-timer, and the Dogs take the lead. Into the Dogs zone. Out in front, walking in. Good check by Conway to separate his man from the puck. Out in front, nice move there by Chazar. Rebound. Newbold saves another. Puck still loose, and it's finally whistled down. What a sequence, and a great couple of saves from Newbold. Keep the Tigers off the board. Nice move. He'll stop up and wait for help. Over the point for Haugen. He takes a hard check on the half wall. Conway slow to get up. Delayed penalty on the Tigers. And the Dogs will go to the power play once again with a little bit of extra happening in the corner. And he'll walk it across the Clemson line. Rims it in behind the net. Conway on the other side. Mazzaros down looking for Conway out of the corner. He couldn't quite handle it, so he'll chase it into the opposite side. Out of the corner now. Conway with a shot. He scores! What a shot from Declan Conway as he picks his corner. It's a power play goal for the Dogs. Makes it 2-0. Battling Conway for it. Gannon trying to step up and keep it in. And it's hemmed in right on the boards. Good check there by Big Dub. We got it at the point. Samuelson with it now. Down low for Chazar. Back to Samuelson on the point. Owen Turner down low. Chazar back up top. Samuelson with a shot. Good block off the post. Rebound scores! There by Poole at the blue line. Taken away from him. Chazar 2-on-1 for the Tigers. Pass out in front. Shot just goes wide. What a great chance for the Tigers, as they've got a lot of momentum now. Dubos at the point. His shot. He scores! And Conway first man to it with speed. Here comes Conway down the left wing. Nice move to get around his man. Cutting in. Good save there. Rebound. Mazzaros with the shot off the rebound, but it's covered up by Kearney. Off to stay inside the Clemson zone. 35 left to go. Spicer walking in off the faceoff. Nice move. Just couldn't quite finish as Kearney sprawled out. Crawford, here come the Tigers the other way. Chazar drops it off. Shot from Samuelson, patted away, rebound, Haynold misses. What a play by Newbold, scrambling back to get across. Looks like he got a blocker on it with a nice move, but he couldn't quite hold on to it. As Samuelson clears, here comes Kopp. He's got a man streaking down the left wing side, gloved by Newbold. What a great save on the 2-on-1. Centering pass goes off a stick. Good poke check there by Newbold, and Spicer will skate it out for the Dogs. Here comes Spicer with a shot. He scores! Short-handed Dylan Spicer with a snipe from the high slot. The Dogs take the lead. Played out for Mazzaros. Here comes Mazzaros back the other way. Here's a break for Mazzaros, cutting in. Into the slot. He scores! Josh Mazzaros, another short-handed goal. Spicer out there, he loses that one though. Blomqvist across, his shot tipped in front, rebound score! And he'll skate it out. Here comes Eberle 2-on-1. Eberle and Parente. Eberle with a shot, he scores! The Dogs answer right back. Eberle with a snipe. Empty net for the Tigers with 1 minute left to go. We got 6-on-5. Centering pass, but Newbold jumps out and pounces on that one. He'll cover it up. Takes a check from Martin. Campbell with it now, fighting for it. Chazar still with control. Centering pass, Haynold sticked away by Newbold. Good stick there by Martin. Off the post, he scores! Puck went off the post behind the net, or behind Newbold. Hit him in the back. So one last face-off at center ice, and that will do it here, as the Dogs win 5-4, the same score as last time they came here, but this time they do it in regulation. Welcome back to the third period of tonight's game between the UGA Ice Dawgs and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. The Dogs currently lead the Chanticleers 2-1 after the first 40 minutes, and we'll take you back for the second period recap. Here's Colin Oakes.
So it was a scoreless second period, not for lack of opportunities. UGA had 2 power plays in that period, 0 for 2, but big shout out to the Chanticleers goaltender James Emeroli. Really, this third period is going to come down to if UGA can solve Emeroli or if Emeroli is going to be able to steal a game for Coastal Carolina, because if you look at the stats, it has been all UGA. 34-16 shots on goal through 2 periods in favor of the Bulldogs.
That's a very good point. The only reason the Chanticleers are really in this game right now is from a couple of key saves from Amarelli back there in the net. The Dogs with most of the scoring chances throughout the second period, but Amarelli standing tall to keep it a 1-goal game. One other thing to note as we head into this third period is the power plays. The Dogs 0 for 3 on the night. They were 4 for 6 last time out. But 0 for 3, that is a major indicator of the great goaltending that we're seeing from the Coastal Carolina side. And that's not for lack of trying. The Dogs have been excellent on the power play thus far, just not able to find the back of the net. So they will be looking to change that if they get the opportunity here in this third period. As we get set for the opening faceoff, we'll take a look at the starting lineup for the Dogs. It's McDonald, Santa Maria, and Campbell up front, with Strauss and Poole on the back end and Newbold in goal still. Cameron Campbell, what a story. The captain of the Ice Dawgs, the team president, longtime veteran of the Dogs, getting ready for what could be his final period of UGA Ice Dawgs hockey. The last game of the semester, and he will be graduating this fall. Face-off won by McDonald at center, and we are go for third period action. Poole floats it in on goal. Good save by Amarelli, and he'll tie it up.
Yeah, and like you said, Torin, 0 for 3 on the power play, but not for a lack of chances. The best saves Amarelli has made have been on the Bulldogs power play. Easy.
Quick shot from Campbell off the face-off, but a good save by Amarelli. There's evidence of his excellent goaltending tonight. Here's Krupa behind the net, skating up ice, hounded there by Campbell. Good stick by the forechecker there, but it's kept back out to center ice. Good stop there by Strauss on the blue line, and Santa Maria will come back the other way. Down the right wing side, Santa Maria looking for someone in front. In behind the goal. He'll circle back, plays it off for McDonald. Poole in the slot. A little bit of a miscommunication between Poole and McDonald. Here's a 2-on-1 for Coastal. O'Brien. Walsh back to O'Brien, but a good stick by Strauss to break up the pass. So no shot attempt there. Good defensive play. Walsh able to keep it in the zone, but Santa Maria intercepts it, and he'll skate it back the other way. Dogs in the midst of the change. Santa Maria takes it in himself. Nice move to get around his man. Taken into the boards behind the net, but he still has the puck. Finally taken down. And a little bit of an extra shot there from Lalick at the side of the net. Penalty coming up on the Chanticleers as that shot goes wide. Lalick will touch up. The Dogs will go back to the power play.
Yeah, and this is definitely where the Bulldogs have gotten most of their chances. Like I said before, we're going to see if they can finally wear down the Chanticleers. Chanticleers have been playing defense for most of this game, and this third period is where it catches up to you sometimes.
So a big power play coming up here for the Dogs, looking to shift the momentum and capitalize on their fourth opportunity of the night. Of course, the Chanticleers 1 for 3 on the power play. Their only goal coming on the man advantage. So special teams, the story of tonight. Poole at the point. He tees one off, but right into the chest of Amarelli, and he'll hold on to it.
Yeah, that shot's not going to beat Amarelli tonight. Shot from the point, no traffic in front. Easy save for Amarelli.
Face-off will stay inside the Coastal zone as Conway lines back up for the Dogs. Wins it cleanly back to Poole. Hagen with it now. Return pass to Poole. Looking down low for Bigda, but a good stop there in the slot by Shefflin, and he'll clear it all the way. Newbold leaves it for Hagen. About 30 seconds gone off the power play here. Krupa able to chop it back into the Georgia zone and take a few more seconds off that clock. Pass out for Conway. Bigda drops it back off for him. Conway trying to cut to the net, but a good stick there. Kept in the zone, though, by Poole. Rimmed around the boards, but Bigda couldn't settle it. It will leave the zone. Coastal able to get a change in penalty killers now. Hagen looking up ice, passes it off for Conway. He'll skate onto it. Down the left wing side with speed. He'll play it into the corner. Mazzaro's chasing. Him and Tantliff come together. Poole with it at the point now. Plays it back down low for Mazzaros. In the corner, circles away from Tantliff. Avoids O'Brien, still in the corner. Mazzaros with it, looking for some help. Drops it off for Conway, but a great stick from Tantliff to break up the pass. Good play by Conway to get over to Bigda. Over for Poole in the high slot. His shot looking on back door. Conway at the back door. He scores! It's a power play goal. Declan Conway picks up the loose puck and finds the back of the net. It's 3-1 Dogs.
Yep, and that was the kind of play that was going to have to beat Amarelli. Poole made a good play, a little fortunate bounce there, but Conway on the money, ready to shoot it. No chance for Amarelli, and now it is a 3-1 lead for the Dogs.
So a great shot from Declan Conway, the Dogs' first power play goal of the night, coming on their fourth chance. And that could be a huge momentum shifter in this game. As the faceoff's at center ice, won by Spicer. Puma trying to clear to the boards, but Suheski with a good stick on it. Trying to get it out in front for Barnes, but a good stick there from Puma to break it up. Suheski gets control back of it, though. Out of the corner, looking out in front, bouncing off the skate of Burnett, and it's picked up by Spicer. Gutman floats it out to center, looking for Bardo. Too much on it, but no icing on this one. Krupa rims it around the boards. Gutman there to pick it up. He takes a check. Shefflin rims it around. Krupa looking way up ice. He's got Suheski, but too much on it. In on goal, though. No icing on the play. Back behind the net, Puma. Bounces it back again for Burnett. Gutman looking up ice, able to just chop it out to center. Bardo skates onto it. Lays it into the corner, and he'll chase it. Lays a big check on Barnes in the corner, but Krupa comes away with it out the other side. Great stick there by Puma to break it up at center ice, as Krupa is caught off sides.
I just want to go back to that last UGA power play, and this is something that's rather underrated, kind of gets overlooked, but every single face-off during that power play in the offensive zone was won by the Bulldogs, and that definitely is a huge advantage, because if you lose a face-off draw on the power play, you're chasing. You're losing 20, 30 seconds of opportunity there. Winning those face-offs is huge, and that led to the goal.
That's an excellent point there. 3 for 3 on those offensive zone face-offs on the power play. Led to extra zone time and eventually the goal. As a man is taken down behind the net, Punzenberger still digging for it. Here's Westerfer. He takes a check from Punzenberger. Eberle with a nice move in the slot. Passes it off, but just wide. Crawford couldn't find the back of the net. He had a second chance, too. And it just goes right through the crease. So lucky bounces there for Amarelli. And it goes back the other way. Booth with it, plays it back behind the net. At the side of the net now, good stick by Newbold to play it into the corner. Crawford with it, shakes off a check. Hagen behind the net, plays it for Martin. Up for Punzenberger. And he'll skate it out of the Dog zone himself. Plays it off for Hagen, who just floats it into the corner. But it's gloved down. Hagen still with it at the point, trying to get it over for Punzenberger. Couldn't quite handle it cleanly. Crawford in behind the net for the Dogs, looking for the centering pass to Eberle. Puck at the side of the net, still digging for it. It's loose. We got a penalty coming up here. And a little bit of extra here. Some big punches being thrown from both sides. We are still going down there. Good job from linesman Brent Robinson to break up that fight. So we'll see what the penalties will be here. It might take a minute. Eberly and Booth still with words for each other. So we'll still see what the first penalty will be after that. As a player for Coastal is leaving the ice, that's Logan Westerfer. So he's been ejected from the game.
Yeah, this is going to take a minute to figure out. Like you said, Torin, Logan Westerfer from Coastal Carolina has gone to the locker room. We'll see if anyone from UGA will be sent off as well. See what the penalties are. Amarelli looks a little shaken up. Not exactly sure what happened there in the big old scrum, but we'll see. It's an interesting conversation right now between the stripes.
I think the original penalty call was on Eberly as he was fighting for the loose puck that Amarelli dove on, and it looks like a stick might have caught him up high in the top of the mask or so. Amarelli stayed down throughout that scrum, and he looks to be okay back in there. He's staying on the ice for now. So as of now, there's one man aside in the box. It's Lindblom for Coastal and Eberly for Georgia. Of course, we know there has to be some kind of supplemental discipline for Westerfer, who has left the ice. So we'll see if maybe someone will be serving that penalty. Like we always say, it would not be college hockey without an abundance of penalties, and then about a 5-minute break while they discuss what the penalties are.
Quick shout out to whoever's on the aux right here with this Keep Them Separated song going right now. Like the music choice.
Out of all of that, the penalties were just announced in the arena. Eberly for cross-checking for 2 minutes, and Lindblom for Coastal for 2 minutes for roughing. Westerfer for Coastal been ejected for the game, so he has a 5-minute penalty up on the board. It looks like we will have 4-on-3 hockey, or 5-on-4, pardon me.
I mean, this is Georgia's chance to end it right now. We've talked about how good they've looked on the power play. They're going to have a full 5 minutes of power play action, score as many goals as they want. It could be over right here.
finally, we are set to resume play as the Dogs have a 5-minute power play on the penalty to Westerfer. O'Brien quickly clears it down the length of the ice. Hagen in behind his net looking up ice, plays it off for Poole, and he'll skate it through center. Nice stick there by O'Brien to break it up, but Hagen there to back Poole up and get it back into the Coastal zone. Rimmed around the boards, good skate there by Mazzaros to break it up, but it's shot down the length of the ice once again by O'Brien, so the Dogs will regroup. Hagen leaves it for Poole, over to Conway. Back to Poole on the right wing. Poole mishandles it though, and it goes back out to center ice. Good penalty killing thus far for this first minute as Walsh cleared it. Mazzaros on his own blue line looking for Conway, but it's between him and Bigda. Nice play by Bigda though. Here comes Conway walking in. His shot turned away, rebound cleared by O'Brien. Kept in the zone though. Mazzaros down low, Conway. Looking for someone in front. He'll go behind the net. Picks it up, almost scores it. It just went off the shoulder of Amarelli. That would have been a highlight of the season there. Dogs still with control. Poole walking in. His shot blocked in the skates of Sandbrook, and he'll skate it out. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Sandbrook down the left wing side. Shoots it across, but it gets caught up in the skate of Hagen and out the other side. Here's Mazzaros, a 2-on-1 the other way. Bigda skating in, but a great check there by Krupa to get it away from him. And O'Brien will skate it back the other way. Nice move at the blue line, but a good pick there by Gutman to take that away. Gutman skating through center ice. Dogs in the midst of a change now. And he'll just float it down while he waits for help. Santa Maria on the half wall. Campbell in to help him out. Across, Punzenberger now. Up top, Burnett, back to Punzenberger. Looking for Burnett once again, but a turnover at the blue line. It's fired down the ice again. Great penalty killing so far as we're almost halfway through this power play. Barely any shots through the first 2.5 minutes. Punzenberger down the left wing side, steps around the check of Lalick. Back up to the point. Burnett couldn't get a clean handle on it, but able to keep it in the zone. Back up top to Burnett. Punzenberger goes down low. He's got Santa Maria. Santa Maria out of the corner. Surveys his options. Back up to the point. Punzenberger over to Santa Maria. His shot tipped in front, and we'll get a whistle as it goes out of play.
So UGA gets Eberly back now. The matching minors are over. Still just over 2 minutes. 2:07 left here on the power play. Georgia really would like to get one in. It'd be a huge momentum swing for a Coastal if they're able to kill off the full 5 as well.
Face off to the right of Amarelli. It's won by Santa Maria. Burnett with it on the point. Over to Gutman. Back to Burnett. Punzenberger with it now at the top of the circle. Stops up. He'll walk it in, but curls back. He had no shot lane. Plays it across ice for Gutman. Gutman looking back door. Santa Maria with a shot. He scores! It's a power play goal. Case Santa Maria on the seeing eye pass from Trevor Gutman, and it's 4-1 Dogs.
Such a good pass there by Gutman. Like you said, seeing eye threading the needle there to Santa Maria. Santa Maria makes no mistake. 4-1 now. And if you didn't know, major penalty, you don't get the player back. Georgia could score again. 1:46 still on the man advantage.
That's a good point there, Oaksy. Big goal there for the Dogs, and they'll stay on the power play. So 12 minutes left in the third period. The Dogs up by 3 now as they win the faceoff at center ice following the goal. Conway will chip it in down into the opposite corner. Mazzaro's chasing. Lalick first man to it for Coastal. His clearing attempt makes it out to center ice. Poole skating it in. Steps around his man, takes a slash. Conway down in the corner. Big down the half wall, playing it down low, looking for Poole. Couldn't get a shot away. Mazzaros on the rebound. Good save there by Amarelli. And it finally comes back out to center ice. O'Brien, great check there by Conway, but O'Brien sends him into Hagen. Dogs stay with the puck, though. Stretch pass, Conway with it. Down the right wing side, he stops up, plays it down the wall. Mazzaros, shot from outside. Good save, Amarelli, no angle there. Big Daw on the goal line. Back down low, Mazzaros. Up to the point, Hagen with it now. But a bad turnover, and O'Brien takes it back. And he'll skate it down into the Georgia zone. Shot from the outside, patted away by Newbold. Krupa with it at center ice, following the rebound out to center. Big Daw almost got a stick on the clearing attempt from Lindblom. But it goes back into Georgia territory. 30 seconds left on the long power play. Campbell takes it out the left wing side. Cameron Campbell got a good stick there from Lindblom to break it up. Gutman chops it right back into the Coastal zone, and the Dogs will touch up. 15 seconds left on the Georgia power play. Burnett inside his own zone now. Goes back up the boards. McDonald with it in front of his own bench. 5 seconds as Westerfer's penalty expires. So Major out of the box now as he was serving the 5-minute penalty. Good check there in the corner by Lindblom on McDonald, and Coastal comes back the other way. Here's Schwartz. Schwartz through center, tries to chip it into the corner. Just gets enough on it, though. Puma steps into him. McDonald with a check. Still battling for it now. McDonald digging, and Puma comes away with it for Georgia. Puma, nice move at center ice, gets around his man. Makes a second effort, able to chip it into the zone, right on goal, and Amarelli will cover. And some extra contact here behind the net. McDonald, big punch there from Lindblom. Looked like McDonald was just crashing the net. He didn't really do much there.
Yeah, no, I knew that was coming. McDonald snowed the goalie, Amarelli there, doing the stop, getting the snow and ice right up into the goaltender's face. Yeah, Coastal players aren't going to like that.
So I must have missed that detail. Understandable why they went after him then, as it looks like they'll be taking McDonald to the box. He's pleading his case. If you can read lips, you can see the referee said, but you snowed him. So William McDonald to the box for 2 minutes. Coastal on the power play now.
Okay, so I'm not surprised McDonald got a penalty for snowing the goalkeeper. I am surprised if no Coastal players get a penalty, because I definitely did see some punches thrown there behind the net. That was not the typical pushing and shoving, and the Georgia coaches are irate, probably saying exactly that to the officials.
Officials come together at center ice to discuss what the penalties will be. And they'll go to the respective benches to explain the call. So finally, the discussion between the benches has ended. We will get a face-off in Georgia territory as Coastal goes on the power play for the 4th time tonight. They are 1 for 3 so far. Face-off to the left of Newbold, and it's won by Eberle. Clearing attempt stopped at the point by Krupa. He'll walk the line now. Krupa on the point, looking for a shot, but good angling by Eberle's shot comes from up in the high slot, but it goes wide. Crawford with a check on O'Brien. Walsh at the point, back across for Krupa. Good stick by Burnett to keep him to the outside. Krupa still with control of it on the half wall. Plays it down low, looking for Shefflin, but it's out of his range. Crawford up to the point. Walsh able to keep it in, though. O'Brien on the circle there. Great block as the Georgia bench erupts for Puma. Here's Walsh with a shot. Rebound. Still loose in front, bouncing around. Crawford lays out to get a stick on it, and it's just enough to get out to center ice. The crowd loves that one, the extra effort from Crawford. Walsh takes it right back in, though. Crawford still chasing, back up to the point. Shefflin with it. He walks in. His shot way over the net. Out the other side. Crawford chasing again, up to the point. Able to keep it in, though, was Krupa, and it'll finally leave the zone. Dogs will get a change. Walsh quickly back into the zone, though, and he's off sides. Good eye there from linesman Brent Robinson. So we'll get a face-off in front of the Georgia bench.
That was just laziness there by the Coastal players. You got to hustle back onside. You're just denying yourself a scoring opportunity by just flat out being lazy.
Definitely missed opportunity there as Krupa was flying into the zone, but his man was caught about 12 feet offside. Coastal with control inside their own blue line. Lawlock with it. He'll look up ice. Pass into the feet of Barnes, but Lawlock skates onto it. Shot from the high slot turned away by Newbold. Pull in the corner. It goes up to the point. Barnes fires it back in. Suheski with it. Played down low. And he'll skate it out the other side. Back up top for Barnes. Shot from the circle turned away by Newbold. Into the corner, 10 seconds left to go on the Coastal power play. Shot from outside, Lawlock went way over the net. Spicer trying to skate onto it and get it out to center, but a good keep there by Tantleff. Another shot attempt and the penalty expires, so we're back to even strength. Suheski behind the net takes a check there from Strauss. Bigged it with control and he'll skate it out. He's got Spicer out at center ice. Couldn't quite settle the puck and Barnes will skate it back the other way. Barnes down the left wing side all alone. His shot sticked away by Newbold. Poole trying to clear, but it's kept in there at the blue line. Newbold easily lays that shot attempt into the corner as it finally goes back down into Coastal territory, so the Dogs will get a change. Long stretch pass looking for Higgins on the opposite side. He'll float it down into the corner, but Newbold will freeze it at the side of the net.
Yeah, Newbold didn't want that whistle there. There was no Coastal players nearby. 3 UGA guys. Unfortunate now that Georgia's going to have to win a defensive zone faceoff there.
So a big defensive zone draw coming up here for the Dogs. And it's won by Coastal Carolina, but Big the first man to it on the boards, able to fly it out to center ice. Good glove there by Nairn to get it back into the Georgia zone, but Martin quickly comes away with it. Conway at center, trying to skate it through, and he does, as Henley stepped up. Conway out the other side, cutting to the net, walking in, his shot over the net. Out the other side, Martin with it on the point, able to keep it in. Conway with it down low, looking for Big up top. His shot a few inches wide. Martin pinching, able to punch it back in deep. 3 men aside, battling for it in the corner. Mazzaros chasing as it's left out to center ice now. But not quite enough. Oh, it is enough for icing. And the Coastal bench up in arms about that.
I have seen icy's being waved off for much less than that. I'm surprised that one stayed an icing call there. But hey, Georgia will take it.
So a good break for the Dogs, as there's a tired unit out there for Coastal following the icing. Face off to the left of Amarelli. Won cleanly by Conway. Martin on the point. Over to Hagen. His shot tipped at the point. Conway comes up with it, though, in the low slot. His shot turned away by Amarelli, and it's cleared to the corner. Clearing attempt makes its way out to center ice. Martin chasing, and Coastal will get a much-needed change. Martin behind his own net. He's hounded there by Higgins, but he'll get it out to center ice. And Conway will skate onto it. He takes a check there from Tantleff. Clearing attempt makes its way out, but up and out of play. So we'll get a whistle inside the Coastal zone now. Face off to the right of Amarelli. Off the tie-up. Coastal comes away with it. Lalick fires it off the glass. Puma unable to keep it in the zone, so Burnett will chase it back into his own defensive end. Burnett curls it back behind his own net. Puma back to Burnett. He'll go off the glass and out to center, but McDonald couldn't get to it quick enough. Lalick fires it back in behind Newbold. Puma over to Burnett. Looks up ice. Campbell will skate it out now. He's got McDonald with him. He'll fire it into the opposite corner. McDonald chasing. Good stick there by Lalick, and the Chanticleers will go back the other way. Here's Tantleff. He'll dump it in around Burnett. First man to it, Tantleff. Clearing attempt. Big check there by Campbell as him and Tantleff come together. Big collision at the side of the net. Krupa walking out of the corner now, cutting to the net. Good play there. Rebound, Walsh. Good save by Newbold. We got a Coastal player down in the slot. McDonald plays it up to Santa Maria. 2-on-1 for the Dogs. Santa Maria on the outside. His shot just wide of the net. And we've got a whistle as Coastal touches up. Walsh is down. Looked like some heavy contact in front of the net as Walsh is up to his feet. So an ovation from the crowd, and we'll get a goaltending change for the Ice Dogs. As the senior Owen Spreadbury is in to replace Newbold. What a big moment here for the Dogs as Spreadbury in his final game will get to close it out for Georgia. And some discussion between the officials and the Coastal Carolina coach, presumably about the check to Walsh. Face-off won by Spicer. Poole at the point. He'll fire it down in behind the goal. Bardo chasing. Krupa gets a chop on it. Spicer lays it down into the corner. Gutman onto it. Drops it off for Bardo. Out in front, Spicer couldn't get a shot away. Rebound, and it's smothered by Amarelli, and he'll hold on to it.
Yeah, very glad Spreadbury's going to get a chance to get some game action here. Like you said, Torn his last game here as a Bulldog, set to graduate, so great to see him in net. Hopefully he'll get some saves.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see Spreadbury get some action back in there. Strauss lays it down into the corner. Lindblom behind the net. Spicer takes it away from him, but Booth intercepts the pass intended for Gutman. Schwartz comes together with Bardo, and stick is caught up in the arm of Schwartz. We've got a penalty coming up on Bardo. Booth in the zone, but a good back check by Strauss, and he'll touch up. So Coastal Carolina back to the power play. Their fifth opportunity of the night. They are 1 for 4 so far. It's going to be 2 minutes to Dan Bardo for hooking. So a big spot here for Spreadbury as Coastal is on the power play late in this third period.
And just got to say, just because this is Spreadbury's first game action of the season does not mean he is not a capable goalie. He is definitely ready for the task. So it's good to see.
Face-off won by the Dogs. Strauss behind his own net. Curls away and pins it to the boards, but it's taken away. Shefflin with it, up to the point. Walsh fires it in on net, but it's tipped in front, up and out of play. Deflection went off the Coastal player in front, so we'll get a face-off just outside of the Georgia zone. Quickly entered back into Georgia territory, but Poole fires it back out into the Coastal's end. O'Brien with it, looking up ice, drops it off for his captain, Krupa. Krupa down the left wing side, steps around Maurer, but a great stick there by Maurer on the second effort to come up with it. And he will leave the ice. Up for O'Brien. O'Brien with speed. Spicer chasing him. Great back check attempt there from Spicer. Good stick by Strauss to break it up, and Spicer will fire it back the other way. Excellent penalty killing here for the Dogs so far, as they will get a change in personnel. Walsh up ice. He left the ice earlier after a big check. He seems to be okay now as he evades Mazzaros. Over for O'Brien. Back for Shefflin. Coastal looking to set something up on this zone entry. Pass just out in front of Suheski, so Poole will chase it into the corner. Inside the Georgia end, O'Brien on the half wall. He stood up there by Mazzaros. Walking out is Shefflin, but a good play there by Poole, and he takes a hard slash. Conway down the right wing side. His shot just whiffed on it, and it goes into the corner. 30 seconds left to go on the power play for Coastal. And we're starting to see a little bit of extra contact on every play here as the Coastal players are clearly frustrated. There's O'Brien, tried to trip up Conway there, no call. Mazzaros with a big check at center ice as he takes down Barnes, and they have some words for each other. Suheski down the right wing side, drops it off for Lalak. His shot, he whiffed on it, looking in front to clear it, but a good stick there in front of the net by the Georgia defenders. As the penalty to Bardo expires, we are back to even strength. Lalak into the corner. Barnes with a turnaround shot just through the crease and wide. Bigda off the boards and out. And not quite on net, so this one will go for icing.
All right, yeah, and Torrin, like you said, a lot of extra contact here. Minute 52 left. You're up 3. Last game before the holidays. Just try and get out of here without anything crazy happening. You don't want there to be any injuries, suspensions, whatever. You want to get out of here. 10-game win streak here. Georgia's able to hold on, and that's a great way to end the calendar year.
Definitely the way the Dogs want to end this semester. Face-off won by Conway inside the defensive zone as Bigda and Tantliff come together at the blue line. Dump-in attempt turned away by Spreadbury. As the net is empty for Coastal Carolina, down by 3 with a minute and a half left to go in the game. Conway clears it. And this one will go, no icing, it was waved off. Lindblom hounded by Mazzaros. Conway turnaround shot at the empty net, but a good stick there from Barnes to take it away, and he'll skate it back down the right wing side. Bigda with a big check at the blue line, upends Barnes. And it's cleared back into Coastal territory. Lalak up ice. Bigda stops it up, though, and he'll play it back. But this one will be offsides on Mazzaros. So we'll likely see Amarelli go back in the net as the faceoff will be just outside of the Coastal zone. Surprised we haven't seen a timeout called here at this late whistle. There's Amarelli going back into the net. So face off at center ice. It's won by the Dogs. Santa Maria plays it back. Campbell to Hagen. Back to Campbell. Returns it to Hagen. Up the boards. O'Brien with a shot from the outside. Good save by Spreadbury on a hard shot. Lalick with another shot. Tipped in front just wide of the net. As the Georgia bench with some stick taps for Spreadbury. Makes his first save of the night. Campbell plays it back into the Georgia zone to take a few seconds off the clock. Martin inside his own end. Plays it back to his partner Hagen. He'll fire it through center, intended for McDonald, but too much on it. And this one will go for icing.
So, Torrin, maybe you could explain this to me, but, okay, so the Chanticleers, they pull Amarelli there for about, I don't know, a minute or so, and then decide to put him back in for the final minute. I was like, first of all, I didn't understand why they pulled him, but if you're going to pull him, why you put him back in? I don't know. It made no sense.
Some strange decisions. The Chanticleers have been out-coached tonight by reigning CHS Coach of the Year, John Camp of the Ice Dawgs. Face-off won by Georgia into the corner. McDonald will pin it to the boards. 15 seconds left to go in the game and the semester for the Dogs. As it's finally taken loose, but right back into the boards. We got a penalty coming up, and it's touched up, so not quite done. With 3.6 seconds left in the game, we've got a whistle. So they have told Zach Puma to leave the ice as he will get a penalty for roughing with 3.6 seconds left in the game. So one last face-off in the Georgia zone. Referees talking to both sides, making sure nothing happens when the puck is dropped. Face-off to the right of Spreadbury in the Georgia zone. We'll have to wait just a few more seconds.
Okay, I'm just going to say this. There's 3 seconds left. Who the heck cares? Like, what is all this? Okay, come on, officials. Like, why did you... No, just run the clock. Seriously.
For those of you who tuned into the last game between these two teams, you'll remember that they had to run off the last 26 seconds of the game due to some extra physicality. So one last face-off here. Off the tie-up, it goes into the corner, some extra contact, but that will do it. As we got a fight in the corner, gloves are off. Helmets and sticks and gloves everywhere. The in-arena clock still shows 2.1 seconds. Lots of bad blood between these two teams. Referees discussing something with the Georgia bench. We'll see what they're going to do here. Some words between both sides now as the both teams have seemed to have cleared the benches. Is the game over or not? So the clock runs to 0 in the arena as the Georgia players wave goodbye to the Chanticleers. What a way to end the semester as the Dogs go hug Owen Spreadbury, the senior, in his last game as an Ice Dawg, joined by Campbell. What a way to end the semester, and for Spreadbury and Campbell, their college hockey careers. Thank you, Cameron and Owen, for everything you've done for this team. We wish you luck in your postgraduate ventures. And thank you, fans, for joining us for this presentation of UGA Ice Dawgs Hockey. I've been Torrance Smith, joined by Colin Oakes. Stick around for some post-game thoughts. And if not, we'll see you next semester. Thank you for joining us for tonight's presentation of UGA Ice Dawgs Hockey. The Dogs finish off the semester on a 10-game win streak with the sweep of the weekend over Kennesaw, Clemson, and most recently Coastal Carolina in a 4-1 win. Now I'm going to send it over to my color commentator Colin Oakes for the 3 stars of the game.
All right, 3 stars of game. 3rd star goes to Matthew Bigda with the game-winning goal. Heck of a wrist shot there. And that leads right into the 2nd star of the game, Josh Mazzaros. 3 assists. One of those 2, Bigda had a hand in the first 3 Georgia goals. And our 1st star, we got number 1 first stars, captain Cameron Campbell and goalie Owen Spreadbury. Kudos to them for their time here at the University of Georgia. They played a major role in this program being where it is. Congrats to Campbell and Spreadbury, our top stars of the game.
So thank you for joining us tonight. We will see you next semester as the Dogs will be traveling to Savannah for the first weekend of the second half of the season. And then we will see you back in Athens for the outdoor games. So thank you for joining us this semester. For Colin Oakes, I've been Torrin Smith, signing off.